Hello and welcome back to our channel. This is All Things Desarium Interior. So if this is your first time here, please make sure that you subscribe to our channel and you are welcome here to our lovely space. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. God bless you for always coming back to show us support. Remember guys, you are our strong community. So without you guys, there is no us. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. In today's video, we are going to be looking at what interior design is and the types of interior designs that we have, right? So it's very important and essential for us to know these things. If you want to be a homeowner or a business owner and you are going to buy a building, right, a space, you need to actually know these things because they will help you out so much as far as getting your space together, getting your business together, getting your home together. And this is my belief, right? If you are going to own a property, you have to know your taste, your style when it comes to interior design. Now, renting somebody else's property is totally different from owning your own property. And believe me, your taste, I mean, we change constantly as human beings, right? So when you're renting from somebody, there's limitations. There are limitations. There are restrictions, right? But when you finally have your own space, you will find out that there's a lot more to you, right? When it comes to interior design. But in this particular video, we are only going to be looking at what, interior design is and the types of interior designs that we have. So when you have this information right here and you do decide to purchase a property or you already own a property, it will be a guideline for you, right? And there are people that love different, interior design structures. I'm one of those people, right? But when you have this platform, it guides you through, putting your space together. You know exactly what to get and what not to get. You realize that, oh, I thought I liked this before. I actually didn't like it. I was just, I just liked the idea of it. You can like the idea of something and actually not like that thing. And then, or you can also realize that, oh, wow, you know what? I didn't even know I like this. Or you start to see a pattern with the things that you actually purchase as far as, decorating your space, your home, your business space, right? Along the way. And when we talk about interior design, honestly, it's just all about how we express ourselves, right? Now, when we talk about interior design, right, it is basically how we experience different spaces, right? We often see ourselves through our living space, right? Our working space. Now, if you live in a space, um, you are also identified by your living space. It's an art. Interior design, it's an art embodied with different structures for different people, and how scientists, how engineers, right? How an interior designer is just it's a space that different people with different knowledge and ideas come together to create different beautiful things, right? In this world, we go to places in the world and we are blown by the architectural structure of it. Like, wow, who thought about this? But and also just even, I mean, just looking online, when you go online, there's so many photos you see of different places, and we start to have this board. Okay, you know what? I want to visit this place. I want to visit this place. What actually draws you to spaces like that? When you look at how beautiful these places are, and you see people that travel all over the world and they come back with this experience, it's like, wow, when you go to Greece or Milan, when you go to Dubai, when you go to Africa, man, I went here, I went there, and I saw the beauty of it. Now it's a group of people that have brought this to existence. And interior design, it affects every aspect of our lives. It affects how we live, how we think. It affects, honestly, our mood. Because if your place, for instance, you live in, it's just not restricted to a particular place. It could be a house, an apartment, anywhere you call your comfortable place, right? Your comfortable abode. That environment has a deep impact on your mental health, your physical health, your emotional state. Okay? It's just beyond, well, I just live in a place is decorate. No. When you look at hoarders, right? People that just gather unnecessary things. Many years ago when I was working in the healthcare system, I had a client that was a hoarder, and it scared me to death because I was just like, God, how do people live like this? How is it possible that anyone can actually live like this? And a dirty environment gets you sick. It is actually harmful to our health, but be it physical health, mentally, emotionally, like it does a lot of harm than good. So interior design, honestly, this is our day-to-day life. Where I'm at right now, you can see my background. My background is so beautiful, it's so airy, and I actually put in so much effort to creating this background so that even when my beautiful subscribers are watching these videos, or anyone that will come across this video, you can just see the warmth, right? The healthiness, if that's even the right word. You can see how healthy my background is. It is cozy, right? And at some point you will have your eyes wandering back and forth in my background. Why? Because there's something catchy about it. That is the art of interior design, and that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to um enhance our environment. It's meant to, just help us stay in a good, calm place, right? But how often do we get that? If you walk into a dirty place, honestly, you're just like, wait, what am I doing here? You're very hasty to live, right? Now, not saying you can still have a clean environment and still be dealing with stuff, but at least, having a clean environment is very important. There are days, look, the world is already crazy out there, right? But thank God, we have God that still keeps us, protected and going each and every day. But when you're out there, your home needs to be a place where you can't wait to go to, right? And now, as a child of God, okay, the word of God says, my body is a temple of the Almighty. Now, even my home has to be the temple of God. My home has to be in order. My home has to be clean because look, the Holy Spirit lives in our homes. It lives in our hearts. It's everywhere with us. So that's how I kind of program myself. How is my living space, right? My living space has to be conducive for me spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, right? And when people come around my space, it has to be, what vibes are people going to get when they come around your space? What are they going to see? When people come around your space, they can kind of tell who you are by your space because that is your space. You have the power to do whatever you want to do in that atmosphere. So you do as you please in that atmosphere. Be it that you're renting. I understand when you're renting, there's some restrictions, right? But now they have a lot of decorative pieces, items that are rental friendly, so we, even if you live in an apartment, you're renting a room, we can still see a piece of you in your living space. So it is very, very important, right, to make sure that your home is so cozy and so comfy. And when I mean by cozy and comfy, I'm not saying you should go break the bank, right, to put your place together. No, but just make sure that it is conducive for you. That once you come home from outside, from dealing with the world, you can look around your space and say, oh, yes, I am blessed. I am happy to be home. Believe me, there are people that find comfort outside and they don't find comfort in their home, right? Because what? Their home is not conducive. So this is a series that we're going to be doing on this channel. So we're going to be going in stages, all right? So having given us that, foundation, that platform right there, now we can look at the different types of interior design that we have. Now, there's 1,000,010 out there, but I just narrowed it down to the few that I want to talk about. So for this episode, before we even go any further, please, if you have any comment, leave it in the comment section, okay? Interact with me in the comment section. If there's anything you feel like I missed out and you want to touch on, please leave it in the comment section. Or if you have a question so far on what I've talked about, leave it also in the comment section, and I would definitely come back and, do another video for you guys. So I'm going to be talking about 10 types of interior design. Now, like I said, there are a lot more, and you can also leave those in the comment section. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about the types today, and I will come back and in depth talk about each interior design that I will be mentioning today by God's grace, okay? So for the first one, we have farmhouse, and we also have modern farmhouse. Now, when we say farmhouse, just cast your mind back to vintage, okay? To back in the days. When you talk about farmhouse, right? It's that, oldie but goodie design. And now, modern, of course, we're in the modern days, but we're now we're taking farmhouse, which is, the old fashioned way, and we're bringing it to the new day and age that we live in now. So we have farmhouse, we have modern farmhouse, right? So stay tuned. This series, I promise you guys, by God's grace, is going to be so amazing. I'm excited myself because I'm learning myself, okay? Now, the second, we have contemporary, okay? We're going to see what that is because somebody's like, okay, what is contemporary? We're going to learn all about this, okay, one at a time. We also have traditional interior design. We have industrial design. We have shabby chic. We have minimalist. We have Mediterranean. We have mid-century modern interior design. We have electric interior design, and we have beach style interior design. These are the ones that I will be talking about. But if there are other ones that you guys, want to know about, please leave it in the comment section down below. Or just send me a message, a DM on our, interior design Instagram page, or just, our email. If you look in my description box, you will find all our contact information. So there are various ways that you can contact me directly, okay? So yeah, these are the types of interior design that we're going to be looking at in depth, right? So when you have this foundation, if you want to buy a house, okay, let's say someone who wants to buy a house, right? Or you already own a property and you're just like, okay, I have this big house. What do I do with it? Okay, the goal is not to have a house that looks like a museum, okay? Or to look like a house that looks like a theater. No. The whole point of having a space is to be able to function in it, okay? I have seen big houses, I have seen mansions that literally looks like a museum or some type of, historic building, and you can just see the absence of the coziness, or just you can tell it's missing something, right? So now it's okay to have a big space, but in that big space there has to be that comfort there, that coziness, that love. Like the atmosphere has to be so welcoming. You don't want your atmosphere in your living space to just look like a showroom. Everything is, everything has to be clean, of course, but there are some places, like, your question is, do people actually live here, right? Do people live here? Okay. And sometimes when you bring guests over, people are like, okay, uh, do I sit? Do I stand? Do I touch this? Your home has to be so welcoming. You can still have a humongous, gigantic living space, but yet very welcoming, okay? So guys, the first type of interior design that we're going to be seeing in the next video is all about farmhouse and modern farmhouse, okay? I'm going to have pictures to show you guys. I'm going to give you guys in detail, okay? I'm going to give you guys the tea of the tea of the teas, okay? For you coffee drinkers, I'm going to give you the coffee and the ingredient, the milk of the coffee. Okay, kai. So we are going to learn a lot, all right? So please stay tuned. But the only way you will know that these videos are going to come out is if you're subscribed, for one, if your notification bell is turned on, okay? And if you like videos, comment, it actually tells YouTube that our content are worth it and our channel is a place to visit. So please, you are our strong community. Support us as we grow this channel, okay, by God's grace. So yeah, that's it, you guys, for today's video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, okay? Remember to have an amazing day, because let me tell you something, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Okay? Stay blessed and be safe out there.